Arsenal Fan TV here, and what we're going to take a look at in this video is 5 defensive midfielders that Arsenal can bring in. We saw in those games last season against Chelsea, against Liverpool, that Arsenal lack power in the middle of the park. So I've identified 5 holding midfielders that could come in at Arsenal and do a job. So here it goes. At number 5, Kevin Strootman. Excellent player, plays for Roma at the moment. Also a Dutch international, strong in the midfield, strong in the middle of the park. Just the sort of player that Arsenal need. Maybe he might end up at Manchester United because of his links with Van Gaal. And also he's had to go through a really bad injury recently. But Kevin Strootman could definitely do a job at Arsenal. At number 4, Morgan Schneiderlin. We've been linked to this player a lot. He plays for Southampton. He's French originally, so Arsene Wenger will know him pretty well. But since he's been at Southampton, he's been excellent. Strong in the midfield, drives the midfield forward, and also got a very, very good technique. Used to the English Premier League, and definitely would be a player who would be able to strengthen up that midfield for Arsenal. Only disadvantage with him is that he's got no experience of playing in the Champions League or at that real high level, but Schneiderlin could come in and do a job at Arsenal. At number 3, Maxime Gonalons. Plays at the moment for Lyon. We was linked heavily to him last season. Yet again, a sort of disciplined holding midfielder who will just sit there in the middle of the park, sit just in front of that back four and offer that protection that Arsenal often don't seem to have. The only sticking point of him is that he's a Lyon player, and we know how hard it is to deal with Lyon and to prize players away. They want top dollar, but coming in, yet again, another French player, would know Arsene Wenger well, would know Arsene Wenger's way, and would strengthen up that midfield and would definitely be a great addition at Arsenal. At number 2, Lars Bender. We've been linked with this guy for ages. We apparently put an offer in for him last season, and it was turned down by his club, Bayer Leverkusen. Really like this guy, young, German, so he get on with all the rest of the German contingent of Podolski, Mertesacker, etc. He's a big guy, he's strong, he's very skillful on the ball. You know, he's good at passing, good passing range, he's a German international. Just what Arsenal need. The only thing is that it's proving very difficult to prize him away from Bayer Leverkusen. But we've been told that Arsenal have got loads of money to spend. If they go out there and break the bank, I'm sure he'd want to come to Arsenal and play alongside Mertesacker and co. So why not go and get him? Lars Bender would be perfect for Arsenal. The number 1 player that I would really, really like to see come in to that defensive midfielder position for Arsenal, and who I think would be absolutely perfect for Arsenal, is Javi Martinez. We've been linked with him heavily. There are rumours over there in Germany that Pep Guardiola doesn't quite fancy him and would be open to letting him go. Now Arsenal, if that's true, break the bank and bring this guy in. He'd be very expensive. He costs Bayern Munich £30 million, but to me, he would be worth it. He's got everything. He's a disciplined holding midfielder who sits in front of that back four and can just, you know, keep everything calm, keep everything steady. He also uses the ball very well, and he's got an engine like a truck. He's up and down, up and down. He would be absolutely perfect. Imagine him, Javi Martinez in that midfield alongside Aaron Ramsey's or your Wilshere's. Absolutely perfect to nail on. So if I was Arsene Wenger, I would break the bank and bring him in. So that's 5 players there that I've identified. Arsenal, you've got the money. 5 players I've identified there. Surely you get at least one of them. Bring in that holding defensive midfielder. It's what we need next season. Let's put some strength and power into that midfield, into the middle of the park, and we can go on next season and win the Premier League. Arsenal Fan TV, so we're taking a look at the season. Arsenal season 2013-2014, and what a season it was. What a traumatic season it was. Ups, downs, and this is the spot where it all began.